War and Peace. Russian writer Leo Tolstoy is a evergreen star of the world literature to write War and Peace. It is a classic and epic novel that mixed history and philosophy. War related to history and peace related to philosophy. It was a war between Russian people and the French Emperor Napoleon. War is the tragedy that involves mankind's grief, humiliation, extortion, death, fear and financial breakdown. On the other hand, peace in finding out the real meaning of life. Every characters are involved in their country war or personal war and try to find out the happiness that must fulfill in the three characters Prince Andrei, Pierre Bezukhov and Natasha Rostov. It is the diversion background between peasants and nobility, civilian and soldiers.
Mother. Another famous writer, Maxim Gorky, gave the tribute to the womanhood magnum opus novel, Mother, classic Russian literature. It is a story of a mother, Pelagia Nilovin, who sacrificed herself and how to work continued as a factory laborer and support her son, Pavel, the hero of the novel, but her mother was the mother of all comrades. Her son Pavel has to decide to fight poor people and their rights.
How the Steel Was Tempered. It is a masterpiece of Russian classic writer Nikolai Ostrovsky. How the Steel Was Tempered is a story based on socialist realism. Here, in the novel, Pavel Kokorin was the hero who fought for Bolsheviks during the Russian Civil War and was seriously injured. The novel portrays the picture of Pavel, how he boosts his stamina to cure his wounds as strong as steel. Willpower is the best medicine to remove all problems. This is actually shown in the eye of Pavel and inspiration to make strong. Oblomov was the story of backwardness, inertia and futility of the Russian feudal system, in which Oblomov, a young nobleman who is always busy spending his life in bed without the proper management of his business and doesn't take any right decision at the right time. Stoltz was like and loved Oblomov and warned him about what was wrong with his business due to the absence of him at the right place. But the story takes turns when everything was ready to spoil by Oblomov's own fault. He awoke his self-awareness to break the inertia and finally keep his feet on reality to face the problems and find out the solutions. It also example of classic literature. Anna Karenina, another classic Russian literature, according Leo Tolstoy, it's a true novel rather than War and Peace. It is the story of Anna Karenina, whose neither married life is happy nor her lover has been given full satisfaction as she wishes. She was a careless woman about family and didn't value morals. She played double role between her husband and lover, but at end of the novel, she understood the moral values and the ultimate happiness of family before suicide. Father and son. Russian classic writer Ivan Turgenev shows the generational disagreement between young sons and old fathers. Yevgeny, the son of aristocratic father Vasily, and Arkady, the son of another rich person Nikolai. Two young sons were ready for radical changes that foreshadowed the revolution to come. On the other hand, two old fathers did not move from their conventional life, and it was the clash between son and father. The Proposal. Russian famous playwright Anton Chekhov's one-act classic play is The Proposal. It is a play of new taste and twist of the hero Oblomov and the heroine Natalia's dialogue-based action that creates humor about the marriage proposal. A young man Oblomov wanted to propose his neighbor Natalia, but the marriage proposal was take turns wrong side by misinterpret Natalia's father, Chubukov, and they forget about the proposal of marriage but start fighting conversation about various topics such as land, dog, but ultimately it takes rest in the name of marriage proposal. The dramatist shows the picture of age gap of marriage and how wealth and money take an important role rather than emotions, feeling for making strong bonding of relationship. The Idiot. Fyodor Dostoevsky was an expert of human psychology, and the famous novel The Idiot is one of them. His every work has been given a new vision to understand human behavior. The Idiot is the classic of Ivan Denisovich Chekhov, who spent 10 years in a forced labor camp during World War II. If he was innocent but victimized as an idiot. The novel shows the atmosphere of the Russian labor camp with thought, feeling and actions in the eyes of the hero, who achieved the title of idiot for his innocence. Life and Fate. It is a classic comparable book with Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace, written by Russian great writer Vasily Grossman. It is an epic tale of World War II, and the picture of war and the result of the war. The story depicts the picture of fate in the family of brilliant psychiatrist Viktor Strom at the Battle of Stalingrad. This novel is also the vision of tragedy and the philosophical, witty knowledge, crime and punishment. The novel shows the study of human psychology throughout the behavior of Raskolnikov that was written by one of the famous classic Russian psychologist writers Fyodor Dostoevsky. Raskolnikov killed an old pawnbroker and her sister to set his future's better life in the dilemma of mental problems, split personality disorder. It was the crime for himself, and for that he was punished mentally and physically throughout the novel and spent his life with anxiety, fear and helplessness in jail.